Your Excellencies, for all of us other judges. As I said, this is one of the toughest roadshow we did with the Islamic Development Bank for the were really amazing. We're inspired by you, your ideas, your the way you look looking at the economical point of view behind your own innovation. We are all touched as the judges. And you can see by community and for the developing world. So also we, as I mentioned in my earlier remark in the morning, this is also for Muslim and non-Muslim innovators who are really thinking about our member countries, about our challenges, because it's a win-win situation. You could be at Harvard, you could be in China, but your idea is important, for example, to help people in our developing country, because science is such an amazing language. Is a universal language focusing on humanity. And please, as I mentioned to you, this is a very important campaign for you. All of you are amazing. Please apply to the Transform Fund. You've got now the address. If you don't get it today, it doesn't mean you are not qualified. Please, all of you qualified. You could be a minister, you could be an NGO, you could be a VC, you could be anyone. You have the right to apply. Anything, as I mentioned, in the 4 category, in the proof of the concept idea, if you're scaling up your technology, you want to commercialize it, and if capacity building. So please apply. The deadline 1st of June. And please spread the word, and I want all of you to be a member and engage. So engage with us. So please put your name, who you are, and be part of our community, our ecosystem. And finally, I would like to thank His Excellency Dr. Bandar Hajjar for all his support, for his belief, and all taking science, technology, and innovation at the heart of his strategy. I want to thank deeply, the government of Pakistan. Your Excellency, you're here, both of you. I want to ask thanks to COMSTECH, and especially Professor Khurshid, for his commitment, for his professionality, all his team. And we never contact him. Day and night, he's always there, providing with everything that we need, and his team, in terms of communication, in terms of professionality, in terms of IT, setting up all of that. We are really, well, I wish all the countries that we work that it would be like you, Professor, making our life such an easy job. Yes. I want to ask our judges today, Phil, Lars, and also Mr. Yusuf. Thank you for taking the trip all the way from California, all the way from London to be here. And you're also passionate, and how much you'll be part with us in the journey from day one we start engage and transform. Thank you for all your commitment, and I always love to work with you and continue to working with you. Also, I want to ask to thank the jury, who did really hard of 5 weeks collecting the data. The local jury here from Pakistan, Professor Arif Mu'taz, Professor Ahmed Yasir, Professor Yasir Ahmed. I love the way Professor Ahmed Yasir and Yasir Ahmed, both of them. Professor Sadir Sayyiduddin, Professor Akbar Abid, Professor Dr. Khalid Naeem, and Dr. Fahim Tahir. I really salute to you all your commitment to take over 230 applications. You went through day and night to get us the top 21. Before I leave, one of the prizes for you, the winners, is a check for $3,000. Please, this is like an incentive, because we want you to apply for the big money, okay? And the second prize is a ticket to be with us in the Science Technology Summit. It was going to be this year in Senegal. Here also you meet the community, you meet all the stakeholders, and you will be there presenting your work and part of the community. So I wanted to show you a movie of what we did last year in December, so to encourage you to apply for the Transform Fund and to be part of the Transformer Academy, because in the Transform Fund, it's not enough just money. We did more than anything, more than any multilateral bank. We dedicated a week. 40 experts to teach them all about business and entrepreneurs' journey. So we said Transformers Academy. We teach them how to file a patent. We get people to file their patent, about the cash flow, finance, branding, scaling up, business model, team builder, and how to go about the legal and business, how to create the team. So also you have a chance to be part of this amazing work for 1 week in Transformer Academy for this year in Senegal. So I leave you with this 2-minute movie, and thank you very much, Your Excellency, for being here, and thank you all. And ISDB, we're going to be on contact this week and through all your journey with us. Accelerate solutions, and how can we empower activists and change makers?
And be audacious, be bold. Now, if we don't do this, our corresponding bank will just lock the transaction.
Whenever you're doing a piece of communication, being really clear about having an objective.
Efficiently sustainable assertive performance, social-based enterprise.
We have about 60% of waterways in less developed countries.
Aquaculture industry.
The community and the host communities of refugees to operate these treatment plants.
It's important to know the work condition of the individual.
My idea is to strengthen the Forum for African Human Rights Counselors.
So it's about future, forward-looking, creating value. So you have a great idea, but is a great idea sufficient?
Strategy of the Islamic Development Bank is science, technology, and innovation.
Understand your motivations. You all have great ideas. What is the benefit of WIPO for your work as inventors?
But actually, it takes a lot more knowledge.
To share his thoughts on the events. Dr. Zafar Mirza, ladies and gentlemen.
المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. His Excellency Bandar bin Hajjar, President, Islamic Development Bank, Dr. Tariq Banouri, first a friend and then a chairman, Higher Education Commission, Dr. Hayat Sindhi, Senior Advisor to the President, Islamic Development Bank, honorable members of the judging panel, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is really a great pleasure to be here on this closing session of the Islamic Development Bank Transformer Roadshow, and to learn of this very important initiative undertaken by the Islamic Development Bank in partnership with COMSTECH. I have witnessed the partnership that Islamic Development has with Pakistan twice in last 24 hours. Because yesterday I was a chief guest, and whereby the President of Islamic Development Bank handed over to us 15 mobile clinics, which is a pilot project of Islamic Development Bank in order to enable the government of Pakistan to reach out to those areas where otherwise clinics don't exist and access is very, very poor. Very well-developed hospitals, mobile hospitals, clinics. And I know that Islamic Development Bank is also involved in a number of other areas in Pakistan. So I really am very grateful to you, Dr. Bandar, for your leadership and for your cooperation and continued collaboration with our country. I have mentioned other areas, health being one, but also there are very diverse areas such as wind and hydro energy, petroleum, seismology, basic education, polio eradication, where Islamic Development Bank is making major contributions every year over the last many years. And even genomic research. And they are still, is just a short list of many other areas where Islamic Development Bank is contributing. But I never knew that Islamic Development Bank is also very actively involved in promoting innovation and creativity. This is a pleasant surprise to me. And the way, what I have learned about this Transformers Roadshow itself is an innovative idea, and I call it as innovation about innovation. So you have an innovative program to promote innovation in Pakistan and in other countries, so which is very good. And what is also very important is to engage the youth of Pakistan in taking up the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development and come up with ideas and compete with each other with the support. So that's really marvelous. Development, as I always say, is too important to be left to development economists like Dr. Tariq Banouri and others. It has to be outsourced. Rather, it should be crowdsourced, and everybody should be a contributor and a beneficiary at the same time of development. Otherwise, there is no notion of development. So in that sense, I think it's a great idea because it engages otherwise informal, unofficial minds and the energy, creative energy which exists. And it is in abundance in Pakistan, as we all know. And to unleash it with the help of some support, some guidance, and some mentorship. And of course, the challenges that we have today require such approach. Without this, the official channels cannot deliver. I mean, I think this is very well established. So a multi-dimensional engagement with society at all levels and cutting, all the red ribbons of the bureaucracy and all that hinders creativity and innovation and out-of-box thinking has to be promoted, and I think in that respect, this is great. I'm a medical doctor. I have worked in World Health Organization for a decade and a half, and until 10 days ago, I was actually working there. And one of my last assignments in World Health Organization was to actually help create a global innovation hub in World Health Organization, globally, involving all 3 levels of the organization. And the 3 levels of the organization is WHO headquarters, 6 regional offices, and 154 country offices. And our Director General decided that this is the time that we should also engage. And if you look at the world of innovation, which has really exploded all over the world, a big part of innovation is health related, whether it is health products, whether it is health services, whether it is social innovation, whether it is frugal innovation, whether it is disruptive innovation. A number of such examples are available now, which have reached to a point where either they are ready to be scaled up or in the terminal end of finalization of those. I'll give you a very quick and very interesting example, and there is a reason for that. Not only to share this information with you, but also maybe inspire. In developing countries, the iron deficiency anemia is very prevalent. And it is a result of malnutrition, cultural practices, of having food first of all, not having enough food, and then having food which does not offer enough iron. So in Southeast Asia, this was found out to be a very big problem, especially. And one person came up with an idea. He was a medical student. And he picked up an idea which is going to transform the problem of iron deficiency and anemia from the world. And the idea is very simple, and that's the beauty of innovation. So culturally, in Cambodia, where iron deficiency anemia is very prevalent, the notion of lucky fish is very prevalent. Every household keeps a iron fish, a casted iron fish, as a kind of charm, or as something which brings good luck. So he came up with this idea that this iron fish can be treated in such a way that it helps us to actually address the problem of iron deficiency anemia. So he worked with some meteorologists, and they came up with an idea of high-graded iron, which can actually easily emit on boiling iron molecules, which can be, if ingested, can actually improve the iron uptake by red blood cells, and the level of hemoglobin increases. So they were lucky, and they very quickly actually could make this innovation. And then they started checking its effectiveness. And for that, they ran a very big clinical trial in Cambodia and in villages of the Cambodia. And the idea was very simple, that when mothers cook food, which involves boiling or use of heat, you just put this treated iron fish into the pot. And when it boils, it starts emitting those molecules, which become part of the diet. When mothers take it, or anybody takes it, it goes inside, and it is taken up by your red blood cells, and your hemoglobin level goes up. So a clinical trial was done in villages where in some villages they used it, and in some villages they didn't use it, and it became a PhD project for that person. And now we have a tool which is very, very inexpensive, which is very easy to use, provided obviously culturally accepted. In that part of the world it is culturally accepted, but here we don't know, and we have to work on that. But ultimately it is going to become available in whole of developing world, and we are going to use this to actually address a very otherwise resistant problem of iron deficiency anemia. So it's just an example that how a medical student can think about something, and with little support, a major global problem of public health is being addressed. By nature, I am incapable of reading speeches, so I have to tell you the stories. Now I go back to the script. So I have also learned recently that the COMSTECH, which is well supported by the government of Pakistan and has the President of Pakistan as chairman, has actively actually played a role in developing a 10-year science, technology, and innovation agenda of the OIC countries, and that was approved on the first at the first OIC S&T summit in Astana in 2017. And I would really like to give a big hand to COMSTECH on this achievement. This is really great. Finally, let me also now turn to the contestants who would be anxiously waiting to the outcome of this competition. And I'm delighted to learn that over 230 applicants or ideas were received in a variety of areas encompassing the different SDGs. I'm also impressed by the efforts of Islamic Development Bank to provide mentoring earlier on in the day to the 20 shortlisted teams on how they should pitch their ideas before potential investors. And I think that is a very important link. Otherwise, things can fall in the so-called death valley and they never come back, even if they were potentially developable ideas. So somebody need to do this matching with the take-up by the entrepreneurs for the proper scale-up of this. So I'm very glad that this dimension is also part of the program. And I'm personally very interested now as a special assistant to the Prime Minister on health. My job description is one line: transform health sector in Pakistan, full stop. So, and I have told in my earlier conversations to the Prime Minister that it is only possible that if you start thinking about transformation of health by not leaving it as a responsibility of the Ministry of Health and of the Minister of Health. Because if you leave it to us, then we are not able to do this, because it is too important and too big an agenda where whole society approach and whole government approach is needed. And I repeat it, whole government approach and whole society approach is needed. And that's what Sustainable Development Agenda also requires. Now, in order to do this, I'm already planning certain ideas, and I have discussed with Tariq also briefly, and we are going to join hands with HEC to actually launch some well thought out public health challenges in Pakistan and invite anybody and everybody inside in Pakistan and outside Pakistan to actually come up with ideas and to help us to find answers. And then I think Tariq and I have seen enough word that we will be able to present those ideas to interesting industrialists and manufacturers and businessmen inside and outside Pakistan. And this is going to be a major program. We would very much like to also collaborate with the Islamic Development Bank and this program, and how the health dimension can also become part of it. And just again, telling you another interesting and disturbing at the same time challenge that we are facing. As some of you might know, that antibiotics and their use in Pakistan is becoming a very major problem. And as a result of that, the old effective weapons against infections, the basic antibiotics in Pakistan, are becoming blunt weapons. They no more are effective to treat simple infections because of misuse of them over the years and over the decades. And this is not limited to Pakistan. This is a result of decades of irrational use of antibiotics. So we are going to take very major actions on this, and at least in Islamabad, we are going to ban the use and the sale of antibiotics without prescriptions very soon, inshallah. But with regard to that, in case of, for example, tuberculosis, Pakistan is the 5th largest country with the burden of tuberculosis. Listen again, 5th largest country with the burden of tuberculosis today. And the traditional medicines to treat tuberculosis are no more effective in many cases. The largest burden of multiple drug-resistant tuberculosis, Pakistan ranks 4th in the world. And we are missing roundabout estimated 23,000 cases of multiple drug-resistant tuberculosis in Pakistan, who are spreading this drug-resistant tuberculosis to others. And this is a ticking time bomb in terms of the spread of this disease. And our official channels and our traditional ways of disease surveillance and finding out those cases is not working. So I want to leave this as a challenge to all those who think creatively to help us to detect these cases in Pakistan, to find out new innovative ways to go out and find out these cases, and we will help those come up with innovative ideas that which we can implement and to address this major problem. I think I have to stop because I have 2 other stories and the speech has become already very long. Thank you very much.
One more photo. One more photo.
This is a $3,000 award and a ticket to Senegal, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So, short circuit fault. And now,
Ask the judges to come up.
Judges,
Just with this
last
after
film.
please join us. Thank you. I'll just call you on stage.
Thank you.
Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. At the beginning, on the behalf of Islamic Development Bank Group, I would like to express my sincere thanks and appreciation to the President of Pakistan, to the Prime Minister, to the government, to the people of Pakistan for the warm hospitality to all of us since we arrived here. And also I would like just to highlight or say a few words about the Islamic Development Bank. Islamic Development Bank is a multilateral development bank was established 45 years ago in 1974 to promote economic and social development in our member countries, 57 countries, and in Muslims community in non-member countries. So we are really evolving and engaged in improving the life of 1.7 billion people around the world, from Indonesia in the east to Suriname in the west, and from Uzbekistan in the north to Mozambique in the south. I am really so pleased to be here in Pakistan. Pakistan is a founding member of the Islamic Development Bank, and also Pakistan is a member in all entities of the group. Our relationship with Pakistan is strong, and we are here to strengthen the already strong relationship with Pakistan. Since inception, the total financing of the project to Pakistan is about $12.5 trillion. The large proportion of this finance was allocated to energy sectors. We spent here, this is our third day in Pakistan during this period. I had just a chance to visit some of the projects that we financed. The ISDB group financed this project. And also I had the opportunity to meet with the Prime Minister and the President of Pakistan. Yesterday, we launched 8 clinic mobile, and this is really a project which we are very proud, because we feel that the medical services will reach the people in the rural areas. And also, we visited the polio eradication center, which the Islamic Development Bank contributed with $327 million on 3 phases. The last one, it will be, inshallah, this year with 100 million. And this, through this program, we enabled to provide vaccine to about 36 million child in Pakistan. And our really objective is to make Pakistan free of polio, inshallah. We also signed 2 MOU with the Exim Bank, Pakistan, and this we will provide through this technical assistant. It is a grant. We will provide our technical assistance in terms of regulation, training, and manuals, and all this thing from the Islamic point of view. Today also, we are all of us celebrating Transformer Roadshow. In fact, we started since a year and a half to establish Science, Technology, and Innovation Department in the ISTB. And I would like to take this occasion to thank Dr. Hayat Sindhi. She designed really a roadmap and action plan for this department within a very short period of time. Through this department, we created Engage platform that bring together investors, small and medium enterprises, startups, and also connect them with funding opportunity. We created the Transform Fund with $500 million. Also, we created a unit for intellectual property unit. We created about 9 crowdfunding platform in the regional hubs. So we created the whole ecosystem needed to support our people in our member countries. Also, we produced, in collaboration with UNESCO, a policy, a framework that enable us to help our member countries to create an STI ecosystem. So today, I can say that we are now living in the era of the 4th industrial revolutions, the era of fintech, blockchain, big data, robots, artificial intelligence, and if we don't cope up with all these changes, unprecedented changes, we will be behind. We have to really, and this is why we change our business model in the bank, and we urge also our member countries to change their development model in order to be able to cope up with all these changes. We are living in a very fast changing world, so we have really to respond positively to this. So for this reason, we decentralized our activity in the ISTB. We are planning to move about 70% of our staff from the headquarters in Jeddah to the regional hubs in order to be close to our stakeholders, to our people. We expand our partnership in addition to government and private sectors, universities, research centers, NGOs, civil societies, because the challenges facing our member countries is huge, and it is beyond the capacity, not just MDBs, not just Islamic Development Bank, but all MDBs. So partnership here is very, very important. So يعني عالم الخيال العلمي call it خيال العلمي science fiction. We were living in the science fiction world. Now it is a reality. It is not no more. It is science fiction. So we are the real science fiction transformed to reality, really. So we have to really respond positively to this thing. And just I would like to thank His Excellency Dr. Zafar and Dr. Tariq and the government of Pakistan really for giving us this opportunity. And I would like to all the people in Pakistan consider that the Islamic Development Bank is your institution. So we are here to help, to support all the initiative of the government to take the country to the second level of development. Thank you so much, and I'm ready to answer any question.
Can I open the floor for questions?
Okay.
The floor is open for questions, one by one. Please introduce yourself and one question each.
Excellency, this is Rahman from News. If you could repeat your total disbursement for Pakistan after the inception of IT. It is 12.5 billion dollars.
Mr. Rana Iftikhar from PTV. Any more questions?
Question to Professor Zafar, please. About health.
You are a good friend.
One question from Zafar Ahmad.
Dr. Tariq here about COMSTECH.
IDB has committed 4.5 billion to Pakistan for the energy sector LNG in 2018. What would be the time required for this?
Okay, let me tell you something. It's very important and put you also in the scene. Now, if we look at our member countries, we have 57 member countries. Now, the investment required to implement the SDG for our all member countries, they need $1 trillion a year. If we look at the ISDB as a group, the maximum finance we provide to our member country is just $12 billion. And you look at all the MDBs, it is $147 billion. So we have a big gap between what is required and what demanded and what is available. But the good news that the money is there. The global capital market has about $200 trillion waiting for investment. Okay, if the money is there, what is the problem? The problem is we have two really dimensions. We have to deal with it. And this is why we have to change our way of conducting business. One is those investors need our member countries to improve the enabling environment so that they can invest in that country. And they want also a bankable project that they said, I have the money, but give me the bankable project to finance it. This is the sort of thing. ISDB is providing technical assistance to improve the environment, the enabling environment in our member countries in terms of regulatory framework, in terms of manuals, in all everything, in all sections. So today I had a meeting with some of the senior officials, money ministers here in Pakistan. We have really to rely heavily on the private sector. We have to engage them in the development process. The MDBs and the government by themselves, they will not be able to address all these challenges. So the role of the private sector in the development process is very, very important. If you look at now, every year, from now to 2030, there will be 100 million people, individuals will enter the labor market in our member countries. So those people, they are looking for jobs. Second, from now, from 2015 to 2030, the population of our member countries will increase from 1.7 billion to 2.2 billion. That means the demand for goods and services will increase. What about is the government in all our member countries can finance all these projects, education, health, and others? It is difficult, I doubt it. So depending, and at the same time, the sovereign debt is high. So there is no, we have to think of innovative solutions. And one of these to engage the private sector, and the money is there, and to come up with PPP and other kind of other modes of financing in order to be able to finance. Okay, you might ask, what if we don't do that? If we don't do that, I tell you, if we don't do that, the unemployment will increase, social insecurity and political insecurity will increase, immigration will increase, and we will get into the fragility of this thing. So this is why we are, IDB, despite our commitment to finance all the projects in our member countries, our new business model is how to mobilize resources for our member countries in sectors they are needing. This is, so we will not depend totally in our own resources, because our own resources will not satisfy our member countries.
Dr. Zafar, would you like to add something?
Dr. Zafar, Urdu में media के पाकिस्तानी media को address.
English में
Urdu.
Urdu, this is great. Yes, in Urdu, because they will promote our project.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। मैं जी आज यहाँ पे मुझे मदऊ किया गया था एक बहुत ही दिलचस्प और बहुत ही अहम एक प्रोग्राम जो कि इस्लामिक डेवलपमेंट बैंक और कॉमस्टेक और हायर एजुकेशन कमीशन की इन्वॉल्वमेंट से डेवलप किया गया है, जिसमें कि जो यंग हमारे लोग हैं उनको एंगेज किया गया है कि वो माशरे में जो मुख्तलिफ़ किस्म के हमारे चैलेंजेस हैं, मुश्किलात हैं, उनको पिक करें और उनके बारे में सॉल्यूशंस लेकर आएँ, उनके हल ढूँढें। और ये एक प्रोग्राम इस तरह तरतीब दिया गया था कि उनका मुकाबला करवाया जाए, और इस हवाले से तकरीबन 250 के करीब 232 टीमें जो हैं उन्होंने इस मुकाबले में हिस्सा लिया। ये बड़ा ज़बरदस्त एक बड़ा प्लान, इसकी मंसूबाबंदी बड़ी अच्छी की गई थी और ये बिल्कुल मेरिट पे हुआ है, और बड़े बड़े तख्लीकी आइडियाज़ के साथ टीमें जो हैं वो चैलेंजेस भी उन्होंने चुने और उनके हल भी जो हैं वो लेकर आए। और मुझे बहुत खुशी हुई है कि इस्लामिक डेवलपमेंट बैंक और कॉमस्टेक की ये जो कोलैबोरेशन है, इससे पाकिस्तान में जो तख्लीकी ज़हन रखते हैं लोग किसी भी मैदान में, चाहे वो प्रोडक्ट्स हैं या वो सर्विसेज हैं, सोशल इनोवेशन है, उसके लिए उनको उनकी हौसलामंदी के लिए, उनकी इनकरेजमेंट के लिए ये बड़ा ज़बरदस्त प्रोग्राम है और इसकी बड़ी एप्लीकेशन है। इसमें जो अच्छे आइडियाज़ सामने आएंगे उनको फिर अगला चैलेंज ये होगा कि अगर उनकी अफादियत एक दफ़ा साबित हो जाए तो फिर उनको किस तरह स्केल अप किया जाए कि वो एक कौमी सतह पे वो जो हल हैं उनको इम्प्लीमेंट किया जा सके और उनका नफाज किया जा सके। तो ये इस वक्त पूरी दुनिया में ये ट्रेंड है। वेस्ट में तो बहुत ज़्यादा है, लेकिन हमारे डेवलपिंग कंट्रीज़ के अंदर भी अब बहुत ज़्यादा हो रहा है। और इस्लामिक वर्ल्ड में मुझे बहुत खुशी हुई है कि इस्लामिक डेवलपमेंट बैंक जो है उन्होंने इसका پرچم اٹھایا ہوا ہے اور وہ حکومتوں کے ساتھ اپنے ممبر اسٹیٹس کے ساتھ مل کے ان پروگرامز کو آگے لے کر جا رہے ہیں. اور میرا خیال یہ ہے کہ اس پروگرام کو چلتے رہنا چاہیے بلکہ اس کو پھیلنا چاہیے. اور اگر یہ تواتر سے چلتا رہے تو آپ کے سامنے بہت سارے ایسے مسائل کے حل آ جائیں گے کہ جو ادروائز آفیشیل چینلز کے ذریعے ان کے حل ڈھونڈنے بڑے مشکل ہے. مجھے 2 بچیاں اس میں نظر آئیں کہ جنہوں نے وہ آئی ہیں وہاں سے گلگت سے جو خوبانیاں ہوتی ہیں ایپریکاٹس ان کے اوپر انہوں نے پروجیکٹ کیا. ان کے اپنے ہاں یہ مسئلہ ہوگا کہ ان کی سٹوریج کیسے کی جائے یا ان کو صحت مند خوبانی کس طرح پیدا کی جائے, تو وہ اس کے لیے حل خود لے کر آئی ہیں اور انہوں نے اس کمپٹیشن میں جو ہے وہ ون کیا ہے. اچھا, پھر دوسرا جو اس کا بہت مجھے اچھی چیز لگی کہ یہ جو ونرز ہیں اس پروگرام کے, ان کو اب ایک نیکسٹ لیول پہ لے جایا جا رہا ہے اور میرا خیال ہے نیکسٹ ایئر ان کو سینیگال میں ایک بہت زبردست اسی سال میں دسمبر میں سینیگال میں یہ 4 ٹیمیں جو ہیں جنہوں نے یہ انعامات حاصل کیے ہیں اپنی آئیڈیاز کی وجہ سے اور ان کی افادیت کی وجہ سے, ان کو وہاں لے کے جائیں گے. اور جن ملکوں میں ایز آئی انڈرسٹینڈ اسلامک ڈیولپمنٹ بینک یہ پروجیکٹس کر رہا ہے ان سب کنٹریز سے جو ونرز ہیں وہ اکٹھے بیٹھیں گے اور مطلب بہت زبردست آئیڈیا. اور پھر ان کو ایک انٹرفیس دیں گے یہ انٹرپرینیئرز کے ساتھ, بزنس مین کے ساتھ, کہ وہ اگر کوئی ایسے آئیڈیاز ہیں کہ جن میں انویسٹمنٹ کی ضرورت ہے تو اس کے لیے جو بزنس مین ہیں وہ اس میں انویسٹ کریں اور ان کو مدد دیں کہ وہ ان چیزوں کو, ان انوویشنز کو, ان تخلیقات کو آگے لے کر جائیں. بہت زبردست ہے. اسلامک ڈیولپمنٹ بینک پاکستان کا بڑا پرانا دوست ہے. آئی ایم سیئنگ دیٹ اسلامک ڈیولپمنٹ بینک از اے اولڈ اینڈ ٹیسٹڈ فرینڈ آف پاکستان. اور انہوں نے پاکستان میں اب تک تقریباً $12 بلین سے زیادہ کے مختلف منصوبے کیے ہیں. اور ابھی کل انہوں نے آج پریس میں بھی آیا ہوا ہے کہ کل انہوں نے حکومت پاکستان کے حوالے 15 موبائل کلینکس کیے ہیں جن کی مدد سے ہم دور افتادہ علاقوں میں بنیادی صحت کی جو سہولیات ہیں وہ پہنچا سکیں گے. ہم ان کے بڑے مشکور ہیں اور بھی بہت سارے پروجیکٹس ہیں جو کہ ہم ان کے ساتھ ڈسکس کر رہے ہیں. اور COMSTECH اور ہائر ایجوکیشن کمیشن کی یہ جو کولیبوریشن ہے میرے خیال میں اس کے بہت ہی اچھے مثبت رزلٹس جو ہیں وہ ہمیں مل بھی رہے ہیں اور آئندہ بھی ملیں گے. بہت شکریہ.
بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم. بفور OIC منسٹریل کمیٹی فار سائنس اینڈ ٹیکنالوجی, اس کا میں کوآرڈینیٹر جنرل ہوں اور اس کے ساتھ ساتھ ہائر ایجوکیشن کمیشن کا چیئرمین. آج ہم نے یہ پروگرام کیا ہے اسلامک ڈیولپمنٹ بینک کے ساتھ مل کے ٹرانسفارمرز روڈ شو پہ. ڈاکٹر ظفر مرزا نے ابھی ایکسپلین کیا بہت ڈیٹیل میں. ہم بہت مشکور ہیں اسلامک ڈیولپمنٹ بینک کے کہ انہوں نے ہمارے ساتھ مل کے یہ کام کیا اور ہم امید رکھتے ہیں کہ آئندہ بھی ہم ان کے ساتھ کریں گے. اس پہ بھی میں 2-3 چیزیں آپ کے سامنے ابھی رکھوں گا. سب سے پہلے میں COMSTECH کے بارے میں بتانا چاہتا ہوں. آپ کو پتہ ہے کہ 57 اسلامی ممالک کی ایک تنظیم ہے آرگنائزیشن آف اسلامک کوآپریشن OIC. OIC کی یہ اسٹینڈنگ منسٹریل کمیٹی آن سائنس اینڈ ٹیکنالوجی ہے. اس میں جب یہ اسٹینڈنگ منسٹریل کمیٹی بنی تھی تو گورنمنٹ آف پاکستان نے بہت فراخ دلی کے ساتھ اس کو سپورٹ کرنے کا فیصلہ کیا. آپ دیکھ رہے ہیں یہ بلڈنگ حکومت پاکستان نے پرووائڈ کی ہے اور سٹاف کی سیلریز اور جو پروگرامز ہیں ان کو سپورٹ کرنے کے لیے حکومت پاکستان سب سے زیادہ کنٹریبیوشن کرتی ہے. البتہ باقی جو اسلامی ممالک ہیں وہ بھی حتی الوسع اس میں کنٹریبیوٹ کرتے ہیں. COMSTECH کا کام 3-4 ایریاز میں ہے. سب سے بڑا ہمارا مسئلہ یہ ہے کہ سائنس اور ٹیکنالوجی میں اسلامی ممالک باقی دنیا سے پیچھے نہ رہ جائیں. اس وقت سائنس اینڈ ٹیکنالوجی میں بہت زیادہ انویسٹمنٹ کی ضرورت ہے. اول تو بات یہ ہے کہ ہماری ساری جو کوالٹی آف لائف हेल्थ में इम्प्रूवमेंट्स, एजुकेशन में इम्प्रूवमेंट्स, इन सब में साइंस और टेक्नोलॉजी का बहुत बड़ा रोल है। लेकिन आजकल ये भी हो गया है कि इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ, प्रॉस्पेरिटी, ये सब साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी पे डिपेंड करते हैं। जहाँ पे होगी वहाँ पे तरक्की होगी, जहाँ पे नहीं होगी वो ममालिक पीछे रह जाएंगे। तो हमारा काम ये है कि हम इसमें इस चीज़ को प्रमोट करें। कॉम्स्टेक 2-3 किस्म के काम करता है। हम मुल्कों में कोऑपरेशन प्रोड्यूस करने की कोशिश करते हैं कि तमाम ममालिक आपस में मिलकर काम करें। हम शेयरिंग ऑफ लेसन्स पे काम करते हैं। हम रिपोर्टें लिखते हैं कि जी कहाँ वहाँ पे क्या काम हो रहा है, यहाँ पे क्या काम हो रहा है, ताकि लोग एक दूसरे से सीख सकें। हम ये इस टाइप के यूथ को मोबिलाइज करने में काम करते हैं। जैसे ये आपने देखा, एक हमने कंपटीशन ऑर्गेनाइज कराई इस्लामिक डेवलपमेंट बैंक की सपोर्ट से, ताकि लोग इसमें हिस्सा लें और उनके आइडियाज़ सामने आएँ, उनको सपोर्ट किया जा सके। इसी तरह अभी आजकल हम उज़्बेकिस्तान में एक रोबोटिक्स पे एक चैलेंज कर रहे हैं। उस पे भी OIC सेक्रेटेरिएट ने भी सपोर्ट किया है और हमने इस्लामिक डेवलपमेंट बैंक से भी कोऑपरेशन की दरख्वास्त की है, जिससे हमें उम्मीद है कि वो भी इसको सपोर्ट करेंगे। तो वहाँ पे भी एक इंटरनेशनल कंपटीशन होगी, हमारे लोग भी जाएंगे, दूसरे लोग भी जाएंगे। हम लोगों को, यंग रिसर्चर्स को सपोर्ट करते हैं इस्लामी ममालिक में कि वो साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी पे रिसर्च करें, और उस पर हम हर साल तकरीबन $500,000 के करीब जो है ख़र्चा करते हैं। इसमें भी हम कोलैबोरेट करते हैं दूसरे दुनिया के इंस्टीट्यूशंस के साथ, जैसे थर्ड वर्ल्ड एकेडमी ऑफ साइंसेज और अब्दुल सलाम सेंटर, इन सब के साथ कोलैबोरेट करते हैं ताकि हम मिल के काम कर सकें। आगे जब हम देख रहे हैं तो उसमें 3-4 इश्यूज़ हमारे सामने हैं। नंबर 1, जैसे बंदर हज्जार साहब ने फरमाया कि दे आर वर्किंग ऑन द एकोसिस्टम्स फॉर साइंस, टेक्नोलॉजी एंड इनोवेशन, कि ये ममालिक में ये एकोसिस्टम चूँकि नहीं है, मतलब कहीं पे पॉलिसी नहीं है, कहीं पे ह्यूमन रिसोर्सेज नहीं है, कहीं पे फाइनेंशियल रिसोर्सेज नहीं है, कहीं पे कोई उनका प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं है। तो ये इस वक्त ये इस चीज़ पे गौर कर रहे हैं कि ये एकोसिस्टम कैसे बनाया जाए। COMSTECH is the partner of Islamic Development Bank in helping build the ecosystem for science, technology and innovation in the Islamic countries. हम लोग इस पे we plan to work with them, we will support them and inshallah we will achieve significant results in that regard. Number 2, we are also very keen on the topic that जो हमने इस वक्त चुना था आज के कंपटीशन के लिए, सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल्स। हम सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल्स, पाकिस्तान सब दुनिया में सबसे पहला मुल्क था जिसने सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल्स को अपने डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम में इंक्लूड कर लिया था। हमारी कमिटमेंट है कि 2030 में हम ये गोल्स अचीव करेंगे। ऑल द इस्लामिक कंट्रीज़, all 57 Islamic countries have supported the sustainable development goals. सब ने कहा है कि हम ये करेंगे। इनके लिए हमें प्रोग्राम चाहिए ताकि ये आसानी से ये गोल्स अचीव कर सकें, और हम चाहते हैं कि COMSTECH with the support of Islamic Development Bank, with the support of other OIC organs, कि हम ये SDGs अचीव करने में अपने जो मेंबर ममालिक हैं उनकी मदद करें. So we want to work with our partner institutions, Islamic Development Bank, other organs of the OIC, in order to create the ecosystem for achievement of the SDGs. We want to make sure कि ये SDGs हमारे achieve हो जाएं. SDGs का बुनियादी मकसद है कि poverty should be eliminated. We want to eliminate poverty. उसके लिए we want to provide water, we want to provide education, we want to provide health, we want to provide energy. ये सब चीज़ें उसके लिए ज़रूरी हैं, and we are all partners in this. We will try to do everything possible to make sure that the sustainable development goals are achieved. So that is the second goal that we want to work jointly with the Islamic Development Bank. The third thing that I also would like to mention, चूँकि मैं हायर एजुकेशन कमीशन का चेयरमैन भी हूँ, मैं इस चीज़ से भी कमिटेड हूँ कि हमारी यूनिवर्सिटीज़ जहाँ पे कि साइंसदान हैं, प्रोफेसर्स हैं, रिसर्चर्स हैं, ग्रेजुएट स्टूडेंट्स हैं, अंडर ग्रेजुएट स्टूडेंट्स हैं, उन सब का एक क्रिएटिव पोटेंशियल है. हम चाहते हैं कि वो क्रिएटिव पोटेंशियल हम मोबिलाइज़ करें, उनको हम सपोर्ट करें ताकि वो ये नेशनल और इंटरनेशनल गोल्स में के हल करने में हमें मदद करें. तो हम चाहते हैं कि यूनिवर्सिटीज़ को इन जो programs हैं इनके साथ मुंसलिक किया जाए. So it is also our commitment that the education system, the science and technology system, the financial system, the entrepreneurial system, ये मिल के काम करें. This is part of the ecosystem. तो HEC की तरफ से भी हमारी कमिटमेंट है कि हम सपोर्ट करेंगे और हम ये भी चाहते हैं कि दूसरे ममालिक में जो हायर एजुकेशन की इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं उनके साथ मिल के काम करें ताकि हम ये सारे प्रोग्राम्स अचीव कर सकें. There are a number of other areas जहाँ पे कि हमारे जो गोल्स हैं वो कोइंसाइड करते हैं और हमने आज जो इस्लामिक डेवलपमेंट बैंक के प्रेसिडेंट के साथ काफ़ी तफसील में गुफ्तगू की. तो हम इन सब चीज़ों पे जहाँ जहाँ पे भी हमारे गोल्स एग्री करते हैं, we are going to work together and we hope that because of the work that we do, our future will be much better, would be much improved, inshallah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
इस्लामिक डेवलपमेंट बैंक का हमारी तालीमी इदारों में क्या मत करेगा?
देखिए, इस्लामिक डेवलपमेंट बैंक is a bank. Their primary interest, I'll speak in English,
Yes.
so that their primary interest is that to support development activities which are bankable projects. Higher education institutions directly, we don't do these things, but we create ideas. And what we want to do is to create ideas that lead to bankable projects. Right? So we want us to bridge the gap between education, research, and productive activities. Is cheez ko. So we want to create something. The Islamic Development Bank also occasionally provides technical assistance for capacity building and for other things. We can help because capacity building is what we do. So we can help and work with the bank in this regard. But the main idea at this moment that we are seeking is that we want the future of our countries, of the Ummah, to become brighter every day. That's what we are committed to, right? So we are trying to see how to bring all of our resources together. Do you want to add something?
No.
Thank you so much.
The new challenges and opportunity of the modern world and offering fast and adaptive solutions for our member countries. As part of our new organizational structure, we established a special STI department, which was helped launch a comprehensive program to support STI in our member countries. Last year, we launched an online STI platform called Engage that provides inventors with virtual space to present their idea and to finding solution for development challenges. It is a meeting place for inventors, investors, owners, small enterprise, and entrepreneurs. This is supported by the $500 million Waqf and Investment Transform Fund that provide financing for inventors at first stage of their projects and engage with people who have ideas so as to translate them into products or services. We have also established an intellectual property unit to help innovators register their inventions in cooperation with the World Intellectual Property Organization, WIPO, as well as crowdfunding platform to finance inventors who don't receive financing from the Transform Fund in 9 regional hubs. These programs will help integrate science, technology, and innovation into all ICTP projects in the years to come. We will hear about them in the next session from Dr. Hayat Sindhi, the world scientist, achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. To everyone who will pitch their ideas today, congratulations us in this important work. Good luck to all of you, and thank you so much.
Can expect from the sessions, mentoring sessions, I call upon Chief Scientific Advisor to the President of Islamic Development Bank, Dr. Hayat Sindhi.
such an amazing day is very close to my heart. At the Islamic Development Bank, we believe every single person should live in dignity and prosperity. And that's why we put science at the heart of our work. I believed in the power of science since a very young age. And I had a father who could teach me anything I wanted. I used to ask him if the scholar I used to see in the past came from the past, if they're really a human being. And he used to tell me in his simple language, yes, they are, with learning and education, you can be one of them. And I always, through my journey, I have been asked how to innovate, how to correct things, how can we come with smart ideas. But I always ask myself, I ask a question, who are really the true scientists? For me, the true scientists who would link science and society together. And that's why my passion, how to see the impact of science reach every single human being. And through my journey, I invented many different innovations that affects people's lives. And one of them called diagnostic. Why we are, as His Excellency mentioned, with the new strategy, we put in science and technology and innovation at the heart of our work for three main reasons. First, we wanted really to support entrepreneurs, innovative ideas from the Ummah, from around the world, how we can address our challenges. Also, we want to help our member countries, how they come with the right policies, strategies, to create their infrastructure for innovation, especially for commercialization. And the third thing, how we can find the gap, identify the gap within the institute, ISDB, to see how can science and technology make our work more effective, more efficient, and of course, practical. And that's why we launched Engage, as I mentioned, His Excellency mentioned, in the first of a kind digital platform to create that infrastructure, to create that ecosystem for everybody in the world, especially the Muslim world and developing world. So they can, if they are in rural area, they can be connected to that ecosystem. Entrepreneurs, government, SMEs, decision makers, and for three main reasons. And we are really focusing on the 6 SDGs. And doesn't mean that the bank of technology. And we heard that yesterday from the President of Pakistan and also the Prime Minister. And this is exactly why we set up Engage. It's a network of network, how we can, the capacity building and how we can really sponsor that time. And we give them the initiative really to take that as a policy, as a strategy. Last year, when we opened, last year in the 1st of April, a lot of people say, the Muslims are facing a lot of challenges. So you're not going to find any ideas. But we have interest from 100 countries, for you here in the map. From Europe, from America, from around the world, from 100 countries. And we had about 4,300 interests, which is amazing for the first time.
People don't have access to the internet. New ideas could come from anywhere, from anyone, and if properly funded, can make a difference everywhere.